Hey there, it's Mandy from Designer Chameleon. Today I'm going to be setting up my journal for the month of August using my new Zen Spa Sticker Collection. If you've not watched my videos before, I am a sticker designer, and the themes for the different sticker collections every month are chosen by my patrons over on Patreon. I will have a link for you below if you're interested in checking it out, because anyone who signs up to be a patron during the month of July will receive this new sticker kit for Zen Spa. So please check that out. If you're interested in these, let me give you a quick preview. So we have our main sheet, what I call a headers sheet, and then the Zen Spa days sheet with days of the week and dates for your month. This is the main basic kit. And then we also have the extra large, these have become a favorite, the highlights. And this month I did some quotes. So these are all about self-care and rejuvenation, and I'm really looking forward to playing with these and using them. So if you're interested, stay tuned. I'm starting my monthly setup with my calendar printable. I do these every month for my patrons. As a download, you can download these in the A5 journal size, also a happy planner size that has the extra margin on the side so that you can add your discs, and a full size if you just want the full page printed 8.5 by 11 style. So this one I can paste in and it will fit the page perfectly. However, most of the journals have these rounded corners. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a little corner rounder punch, slide that in there so that I don't have an overlap on my page. So hopefully I punched that well enough that it'll fit nicely and looks good. Okay, so quick tape runner, and we're good to go. I think that these just make setting up that first page so easy. And for me personally, the calendar is really just to have a glance of what the month looks like. So a single page calendar works perfectly for me. I also like the fact that it looks the same every month. So it gives me a little bit of consistency. The tricky part is just pasting it in straight. Okay, there we go. So the calendar itself is done, but I also have a bit of a washi tape obsession. So these are two washi tapes that I got from the washi tape shop not too long ago, and I'm going to use these just to put in a little bit of accent. Page doesn't necessarily have to have tapes because obviously I used my craft tape to make the calendar stick to the page itself, but I just think they're cute and they're fun if I can get it to peel off because it's being very stubborn and definitely doesn't want to budge. Okay, so I was able to get that ripped off, and I'm just going to do a little edge detailing. So I think we'll take it right about there. Hopefully I can get this straight the first time. That would be a miracle. It doesn't happen often. Not bad. One more for the bottom. Try and make them about the same size. Okay, and then I want to layer it with this kind of white gray patterned washi tape over the top. The grid doesn't really work with the look that I'm going for. And of course, I'm not happy with this one. I don't think it's quite straight, but I do like the black accent. Okay, now to go in over top with a little bit of this washi tape. It kind of takes away that grid pattern, which I'm not exactly in love with, but I definitely wanted that black pop. It just makes it a little bit more crafty, a little bit more, I don't know, it just gives it an extra layer. Okay, so as always, my favorite thing, super quick and easy. I want to use my journal more than I want to spend my time setting it up. So the month page, the welcome for August is ready, and now we can jump into our layouts. Every month in my journal, immediately following my calendar main page, I like to do a currently spread. I use stickers from my shop. This is my currently prompts in the brush font. I offer 4 different fonts, but I think this one looks the best with what I'm doing with the Zen Spa feel. Somehow I lost the video clip of sticking the highlight sticker and the currently sticker onto the page, but I'm now going to move on to making these little rectangles. To make the rectangles, I'm just taking some regular Post-it notes and using my Happy Planner punch to get just the perfect shape and size, because I want to use some paint this week to create a little bit of negative space art. At least, I guess that's what I'm going to call it for now. Now that I have all my little rectangles, I'm going to lay them around the page in somewhat of a random pattern that I can then paint around to create little negative spaces for my currently prompts. With all of my rectangles in place, it's time to move on to paint. This is the exciting part. I've really been looking forward to playing with these paints a lot more. If you watch my videos, I did a full swatch video of all of my new gouache paint. I recommend it if you're really into paint, but if you're not really into paint, definitely skip it because you will get bored. It is totally a swatch video for us people who just like to nerd out on all of the different colors. I'm going to do a light yellow wash of color. It's going to be just a streaky wash of color for the page to give it a bit of a background. And I'm actually starting with yellow because it's going to be the most forgiving. I'll be able to change it up the most if I end up not liking how the look is going. Although I have been super excited to get to play with these new paints, I am really late getting my journal set up for the month. We very recently had to let our first dog go over the Rainbow Bridge, which was extremely difficult for myself and my family. That's also the reason that I have my new ring on today. I had ordered it and it just miraculously arrived the day that we lost our babe, our dog, and it made me think that it was a special sign from him that it arrived early. Because it's a vine style ring, it represents renewal and growth. And so I think that was his sign to me that he's always with us and we will continue to grow even though he won't be in the house anymore. I know that a lot of you out there have pets that fill your houses with love, and you can understand how hard it is when one of them isn't with you. So it's kind of put me a little bit behind. I was making sure that orders got out on time, but some other things just had to sit and wait, like doing this video and playing with my paint, while my family was focused on healing. While I set up my currently page, I'll go ahead and offer a couple of recommendations. For reading, I've actually been using Audible and just listening to my favorite books. I've been doing the Terminal series, which is great if you like fast paced action, kind of a CIA thriller, Navy SEAL kind of stories. These are really, really good. I'm on book 4. I've also been doing a lot of cooking with HelloFresh, which I'm not sponsored in any way, but I can tell you that I've enjoyed it quite a lot. And actually, one of my closest friends started doing it too. It saves a bunch of time and lets you try new things, which is always fun if you're really sick of creating new meal plans. I'm definitely grateful for my health and the health of my family. So I know that when I get to my gratitude section, that will be really important for me. And as far as drinking, we've been trying a lot of really neat tea recipes, fruits and different things like that, a lot of mint from the garden. So that's been a lot of fun also. With my currently pages all set up and ready to go, it's time to set up a weekly spread. I actually ended up doing the weekly spread setup twice because the first time I did it, I was really unhappy with how it turned out. So I'll go ahead and use that week that I created just because it's there and I already did it. But for the purposes of my video today, I'm going to go ahead and set up a completely separate week just so I can come up with a spread that I actually like the results on. I decided to paint some simple lavender off in the right-hand corner. One of the essential oil bottles in this collection is lavender scented. I think that's so spa and cozy and just gives me the relaxation vibes. I actually have a lavender diffuser in my bedroom. It's one of the heated kind, so we can turn it on just for nighttime, bedtime, and it's so relaxing and I love it. I wanted to incorporate a little bit more of this paint just to blend the whole style together. So I decided to add some streaky washes of the greens and the purples that I used to create my lavender where the days of the week will go. I really liked the effect and how it kind of pulled everything together. So I added a little bit more color wash, blending those two colors just slightly next to the box that I created for my weekly tasks over on the right side of the page. I'm glad I have my journal ready to go for August so I can get my month started without missing a step. I really want to experiment with a few more spreads using my new paints. I think I'll probably be painting some additional flowers, maybe some leaves. Everything botanical and natural is always fun to paint. If you enjoyed planning with me, I hope you'll give this video a like, as well as subscribing and ringing the bell so that you'll be notified when I upload videos in the future. Before I go, here are some great spreads created with stickers from my shop. If you use stickers from my shop and tag me on Instagram, I'd love to feature you too. Thanks for joining me today. I know I had a lot of fun. Bye bye.